Guys, we have to talk. And guys, today is a very special day because it's, as you see here, 25 of March. Yeah, it's the 25th of March, and I don't know why my phone says Monday. As you can see, it's wait, focus, focus. It says 25, and it says Monday in Spanish. I don't want to say why that's a thing, but okay, it is a thing. But today, I want to plan something that I'm going to do in the future. I'm recording this on March 25th, and why I'm recording this day? Well, as you know, next week is the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, and I'm expecting to do something because yes, I'm gonna do a recording, I'm gonna do that stuff. Even it's rumored that tomorrow we're gonna have a Nintendo Direct because they want, let's say, to finish the last announcement before they go to move to the next console. However, the day of the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct is April 2nd, and the day before it's April Fool's. So I have an idea that I want to do with a little experiment I want to do alongside my friends. And that experiment is to make a fake Twitter post about Nintendo. And you're gonna ask me, Alvaro, how the hell you gonna do that? Hear me out. This is how we're gonna do. Hello, Twitter. Okay, I just see I having here, well, just the Twitter announcement for the Nintendo Switch, for the release of the success of the Nintendo Switch with everything that announced. However, here's where everything is gonna just go bonkers. My original plan was to use Photoshop to edit a lot of stuff, write a fake tweet by myself, but then I found something more interesting. By the way, one thing I have to mention, and I'm gonna swap cameras just right now, just so everybody knows. What I'm going to do is something that I don't sure if it's illegal, but this prank, as I mentioned, is just an experiment, and whatever I'm doing, I'm not posting this in any social media. Let's say I'm not gonna make this public. This is only something I'm gonna post between my friends. So that's the mission of why I'm going to do this. And yes, I'm revealing my chat, but I don't reveal what we talk about. Just some minor things over there. But okay, now the main point. How am I going to do this? Well, if I press the following keys, C, Control, and Shift, I access the DevTools. And with the DevTools, I can do something pretty funny. And if you haven't noticed, you see that this guy, this is Nathaniel Bandy. Well, that text, I actually swapped it. You haven't noticed that. If you didn't notice that, you didn't notice. But if I click over here, it changes to Nathaniel Bandy. But if I click back, it changes again to Nathaniel Bandy. And it was said Nathaniel Nandy. You see what I'm going to do, right? So by using the DevTools, I can actually swap the text of the page without having to use Photoshop. But as I mentioned, this is something I just gonna do as an experiment. And by the way, wait, no, this is not hacking. This is just like editing the web page without having to use any software at all. So give me a second that I have to open a bunch of tabs in order to get to the tab we're looking for. Alright, I'm now in the one I want to get. And if I do this, press this button and say edit this, I basically can edit everything. So I can basically change Nintendo. I can say Nintendo of, let me say my country, Venezuela. And if I place over here, it actually changes, as you see. Now Nintendo of America is just Nintendo of Venezuela. Oh my god, this is so creative. But now, here we go with the right thing we're gonna do. And is we can actually sub this message. This is gonna be the way I'm gonna make the April Fool's joke. So I need to search, where's the actual text? Nintendo America, okay. And here we go. This is the text we're looking for. He also has in here a hashtag, but so I'm gonna swap the entire text. And this is the text I'm gonna choose. So give me a minute before because I have to type a bunch of stuff. Alright, now I swap the text and it says, "Greetings, here's the first look at the newest project coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, the successor of the Nintendo Switch." So I want to put some games that are rumored to be released in the Nintendo Switch 2. The first thing we're gonna say, the newest entry is gonna be Mario Kart 9.
A few moments later.
All right. Okay. So the first thing I have to mention is Mario Kart 9, and yeah, Mario Kart 9 might be the release game. This is something let's see if some predictions are gonna make at the same time. But keep in mind that this video is gonna be posted after I reacted to that direct. So I'm not sure what is gonna be released, but this is, let's say, some early predictions I have in mind. Okay, finally, okay, this is the final thing. Okay, this is the final thing I want to add, and that thing is gonna be, I want to add Splatoon 4 being in development. However, I don't think realistically. Speaking English is hard. But I don't think we're gonna get a new Splatoon until 2017, because last year Splatoon ended, and I remember when the Final Fest happened, it was in 2019, and Splatoon 3 wasn't announced until 2021. Yeah, it was in 2021, and the Final Fest was in 2018, 2019, I think. So I don't think Splatoon 3 is gonna be released extremely soon. Alright, I managed to change the text, and this is the text I gonna put for the April Fool. The newest entry of the Mario Kart series, Mario Kart 9, will be releasing as a launch game with the release of the Nintendo Switch 2. In addition, the newest entry in the Donkey Kong series is being developed by them. Okay, I swapped some stuff, and now the Donkey Kong is much cleaner. Instead, in addition, the newest entry in the Donkey Kong series is being developed from the minds behind Mario Odyssey with a release date. It's not during, it's around winter 2025. Finally, the latest entries for the Animal Crossing, Kirby, and the Legends series are currently in the works. Not on the works. In the works with scheduled releases for 2026. Learn more, and I'm gonna just keep this link. I want this text to be the most credible possible, because I want my friends to actually fall for this. There we go. But now there's some other stuff I have to edit, and it's the date. If I don't edit the date and all this stuff, people are gonna realize it's fake. So I'm gonna do some changes. So now, when I press this, everything is gonna swap. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! This looks. Oh my gosh! It looks perfectly. It looks perfect. It looks perfect. If I told you that this, oh my god, it looks so perfect. But of course, I need to keep this. Now I'm gonna close this, and oh my gosh, yeah, it looks perfect. But now I have to move this a little bit, just a tiny bit. And now what I'm going to do is just screenshot. So I go over here, and go over here, and there we go. We have a fake tweet done. Now the thing now I had to wait for April Fools to make this prank real. And oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Just in case, I'm gonna check. Did they announce the Nintendo Direct? No, they haven't announced anything. Maybe they're gonna announce in 30 minutes. But oh my gosh, April. Yeah, I type April right, because I go over here. This is the date. Oh my gosh, I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen, I have done magic. So here we go, guys. I have created a fakey tweet, and we only had to wait around 8 days. So this is gonna be, well, not 8 days, 7 days. Wait, is it 1 week? Hold on, give me a second. Oh yeah, it's in 1 week. So guys, see you in 1 week with this April Fool's joke. There ya.
1 week later.
Okay, it's April Fool's Day, and it's time to do the prank. And as I'm seeing, there's a lot of stuff related to Nintendo Switch Direct. Like,
The wreck's gonna be 1 hour long, and the day following, we're gonna have a treehouse. As you see, the treehouse is the event. They play the games announced. So I'm pretty excited for this. So first thing first, let's see if this goes well. All right. So here we are. Now it's time to see if this works. It's the ultimate fail. But whatever the case, it's gonna be just a fun prank. And here is the prank in shape of a fake announcement. It's possible that they're not gonna believe that, but I'm going all in and hoping they believe this. Because if they don't believe this, well, whatever the case, it's fun. Okay? Firstly, I'm gonna send it to the boys, and then I'm gonna send it to Amelia. And now let's just wait and see what happens. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna go to the gym, so I will keep you updated what happens in a little bit. So
Later.
okay, it seems that the April Fool's joke actually worked out because there's a person in a server that actually believed this is real. Even I had to make an entire excuse. But now it's time to ruin their whole expectations by saying that it isn't real. Well, happy April Fools, guys, and peace.